It's a great day, my people. Hey, everyone, this is Yolanda coming to you once again with another moment with Yolanda. Sometimes we are trusting God to do some things in our lives, right? We're believing for, we're praying for, we're seeking Him, we're asking, and you know, oftentimes, as we've heard before, a delay is not a deny. It doesn't mean because it's delayed that he's denying you, in a sense. And just because something has not happened yet, that does not mean that it won't. Many times we just settle in because we're like, well, maybe it's just never going to happen. Maybe it's just not going to happen. I can think of so many references in the Bible where there were people who thought, Sarah included, who thought, she would never bear a child, and she did. And just so many other things. The Shumanite woman who wanted a child, and God granted her that request. And even though she had all these other things going on in her life, she still had this one little thing that she was trusting for. But there's so many other things, right? And the man at the pool for 38 years just laying there and saying no one, was able to help him. And they've been stepping over him. The water hasn't been troubled. So many variations of scripture, right? But in your life, in my life, I know there are things that we have hidden in our hearts that we're like, well, God, if you don't do it, it's okay. And I do believe that, if God decides that there's another path that He desires for me, or another way, or however, I'm good with that. I want Him to be pleased, right? But then there are often times when He will give you something that you have long forgotten about, or you have just maybe given up on, or however. I'm encouraging you to still trust God, believe God, hold on to your faith, right? Of course, godliness with contentment is great gain. We're content in what we have and where we are. But then, if God decides to release something in this season, God, I'll receive it. So let your hearts be overjoyed and full, and let your hearts be grateful, and go on living life and pleasing God and loving others and serving and doing all the wonderful things that you know to do according to His word. But trust Him. Don't let your faith fail you because something hasn't happened yet. God is able to do just what He said He would do. He's able to do it. He's able to do exceeding abundantly above all that we are able to ask or think, according to the power that works in us. So hold on to your faith. Keep trusting. And just because it hasn't happened yet, as I've said, doesn't mean that it won't. Be blessed, y'all. Have an incredible, wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time on Another Moment with Yolanda. Bye.